Just as popular as transparent and mega menus are in premium themes, so is the sticky header. Let's make a sticky header for this page, and I will go back into my admin panel here. Under Appearance, Suki, you will find the Suki dashboard, and this is where you turn your things on and off. Always good advice, if you don't use it, disable it. And this is one of the good features that we get with modern themes, is that they allow you this control over what you want to load and what you don't want to load. If you need to know a little bit more about what is the element and what is the feature all about, remember here in the sidebar, you will see the option for documentation. I know people don't like to read. I know that. It's one of the things, always a toss-up. Are you going to make a knowledge base like this? Will people read it? I go read it. Sometimes I just need to see that. And if you are still not sure, you just hop over here, go to Sticky Header, and actually you will see everything I'm going to say in this video is redundant. The guys at Suki had done a marvelous job at explaining everything over here. On the other hand, if you're a visual person, let's go and do it. First thing we do is Sticky Header over here, and we enable it. And then from here, you simply click on Customize, and it takes you into the customizer. It's going to take you into the header options, and what you will see here is that Sticky Header, the option has been added here at the bottom of all the other options in the sidebar. We will not work with the header builder, so let's hide that, and let's click then on Sticky Header. The first thing we will do is say we are going to apply Sticky Header, and when we say yes for that, there's also the option for the mobile header that will appear here at the bottom. Let's see what it does by default. I'm going to scroll down, and what do you observe? Okay, so let's see what we've got here at the top first, and I will just here header builder. You see in the bottom right hand corner, if I click on it, my header builder comes out. What I have here in my header builder is that I've got in the top bar a social and a search bar, and then here in the main bar I've got my logo, I've got menu and a search drop down. I've got nothing in the bottom left, so I've got two areas that I'm populating here. If we want to, just to show you, let's bring down the social here into this one, but we're not going to see it. Okay, there it is. It did change the color. Marvelous. Now let's hide it again and see what happens when you scroll. What you observe is that the top and the bottom bar, they are gone. The only thing that remains is the main bar. So if you go back to the options on the left, you see sticky bar, it's set to main bar. And you can choose which one it is that you want to display. And that's very nice because you can build out quite a big header, but in the end you only go for the main bar, and that's all that will display. The other thing that you won't probably notice here, it's not that visible. As I go into the sticky header, it actually goes a little bit smaller. It is not that high, and that's what I really also like about it. It's not that prominent, and it doesn't distract too much. It's just a nice visual cue up here for people if they need to get into the header very quickly. Let's look at the others. Display always sticks. So as I'm scrolling up and down and round, it's going to stick there to the top. Hide on scroll down, show on scroll up. And this is very typical. If you scroll down, people don't want to see the menu. They are just thinking, but then suddenly like, hey, what is this about? And they scroll up and then it will appear. So it will only do that on scroll up. You can change your logo image over here. And this will allow you to place a different logo for your sticky header. Let's just put it back on always stick so we can see what we are working with. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab a random image here from the media library. Let's see this one. Is it big enough? I think it's big enough. You see the little logo? So if we go all the way to the top, there's our main logo. And as we start scrolling, it is a different logo. Not the greatest of logos, but there it is. And you can also change the maximum width of that logo. Oops. Let's see. Let's put it on something like 30 pixels. It should make it smaller, much smaller. So let's just try a little bit bigger, around 50. Yep, right. So you can bring in a different logo. And the reason you often want to bring in a different logo is when you are here in your main bar at the top, this may be a white background. But as you start scrolling down, and let's go and do this, we're going to change the sticky header. So we can put it on black. And then for our text color, we're going to put that on white, as well as our link colors. Right? And then the rest, they will all change. And that is the reason why you will maybe want to have a different logo. Up here, your logo will be black on white. And as you scroll down, you will need a logo that is white on black. The solid header like this one is good if you have it on this setting. That is hide on scroll down, show on scroll up. And the reason for that is as people scroll down, they're not thinking of navigation. The moment they decide to go up again and look for your navigation menu, the black will draw their attention. It contrasts with the rest of the page, and it's easy then for them to go up and click to another link that they want to go to. On the other hand, if you have it on always stick, now you have to make it a little bit more subtle. If you want to go for a black background, put some transparency in there like this. Or you do the opposite. You go for a white background with some transparency, and you put your text on black. The reason you want to put a little bit of white background is in cases like this, where you have a dark background, you will need to have a little bit of more contrast. Even though we have applied this sticky header now to our main page for the desktop, how will it display on mobile? And the fact is, it won't. You have to enable that separately, which is a good thing. Sometimes you don't want it for your tablets and your cell phones. How it's going to work, though, is exactly the same. You scroll down, you go to Sticky Mobile Header and click on it, and it will activate and keep the menu exactly the same as it is for the solid header. And all it does now, it has got that transparent background applied to it automatically. So again, here you will have to go and make changes. You can change your logo again. You can change the height of that bar as well as the background. Let's put the background a little obvious so we can see what we are working with. And there you go. So you can now stick it to the top of the tablet as well as the mobile. Sticky headers aren't always that preferable on mobiles, so think very carefully about that. Maybe do that something like on a hide on scroll, scroll on up. So when people are scrolling down, the menu is not that much in their face. But when they decide they finally want to go to the top, then the header will appear. Great, great, absolutely great for the sticky header. So you've got the control over the mobile and tablet separately from that to the desktop. And combine this with the transparent header, you can really go crazy and make it look the way you want it to do. I really like the fact that we have these 3 bars up here, and when you scroll down, it will only use the main bar and it will also reduce the height. Very, very good feature. Another feature that you can apply, or styling option, is if you don't want to use a line or a background like this, and that is a bar shadow. So you've got the main bar. And if we go here again and you go to, where are we? This is the mobile header. And you go over here to Sticky Bar Shadow. You can see it on the right. Let's add some. I'm going to make an offset of 5 pixels. 5 pixels, blur around 3 and spread also around 3. And then we add a color. And I'm going to make it black and then reduce it significantly. That is way, way, way too much. So which one do we need to reduce here? The pixels, I think so. Let's put that down to 3. Right, so you can apply that kind of shadow as well. I think the spread is what we want to increase, but then we want to really reduce. Okay, the spread is no. Spread is no. It's the blur that we want to increase. Okay, let's see. Yeah, that's better. Much better. Okay, we got there finally, Peter. We got there. So the blur or the shadow that you get for the sticky bar is also a very nice way to differentiate it from the rest of the page and make it stand out much better. Let's publish this and then we exit. Great thing again about the exit is it takes you straight back into the Suki dashboard. What I want to do is go to the front end and from here to show you how you can enable and disable the sticky header for various pages. This is my page currently. with that strange logo I have applied over there. But let's say on this page, I have applied the sticky header to the rest of my site, but on this page, I do not want it to appear. And you've got control for desktop as well as separate control for your mobile and tablet. Let's go here to edit page and then header, sticky desktop header, and you say no. Sticky mobile header, let's say you also don't want it, you say no. So you update this page. I have to go back into the page builder that I'm using. And let's go view it on the front end. And the question on all of our lips is, will it work? Has it disabled the sticky header for this page? And it has. So you've got the control to set it globally. And then for each of your pages, whether you want to use it or not, yeah, as simple as that. So to review what we've done, we've chosen which header section to be sticky. We said it's going to be our main bar. We activate it on desktop and or our mobile header. We've got that flexible control. Show permanently or hide on scroll. So when people scroll up, it will show. Otherwise, it will hide most of the time. Shrink the section height and add shadow. Did I add a shadow? I get a check mark for that. Good job, JP. Use custom sticky logo and colors and then enable globally or only on specific pages. Great features, and like I said, you combine this with the transparent header, you can build out a really great section, even combined with those header elements plus. All of this in Suki Pro. Make sure you check the link in the description below.